Alright, we're at the point where we've gotten a few new spontaneous cards that have kind of rolled out over the last day or so that I haven't talked about. We got two new Tenyi cards today. We got a new Rocket overnight, and we got the new Bug Link yesterday, which nobody's really covered these, but I did want to take some time to talk about them. There's also some goods I wanted to talk about in this video as well. So, the Tenyi boss monster, aka they watch Yu Yu Hakusho and copy Togoro's design, because this is clearly fucking Togoro, if I've ever seen it, by the way. Like, Togoro, see? If you can't unsee it, go watch Yu Yu Hakusho, you'll understand. So this is a level 8 Dark Wyvern Synchro, which is pretty good, considering, and it's generic. So, that's good. The zero defense kind of is a little bit to me, but I like having more generic synchros available in our card pool. So, you can only use the first and second effects of this guy once per turn. So, there's that. So when a monster your opponent controls activates an effect, you can banish that monster. He is a Ghost Ogre. He is not able to negate that effect. And I think that was kind of something that they wanted to prevent here with this, because had he been able to be a level 8 synchro that could negate a monster effect once per turn, that would be too good. And then if an effect monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard due to this card's attack, this card gains attack equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster, and during this battle phase, this monster can attack a monster again. So this is actually pretty crazy. So if you slam into a 2800 monster with this guy, and it was an effect monster, you'll gain that 2800 attack. You'll become a 5800 attacker. And then you're able to get a second battle off in that same battle phase, which is pretty good. So for a level 8 generic synchro, had we had this in another era, I think this card would have been insane. But for all intents and purposes, at this current juncture, this card is pretty balanced for the current format. Will it see play? I think so. I think there's potential to be had in this. Maybe in like a cheese deck. It's not going to see play over Boral Savage Dragon, because that's just bonkers to say. But overall, I think this card is really fucking solid for what it's aiming to do. And the next up, we have more Tenyi Dragon. And I can't say that I'm super shocked about this either. We knew that more Tenyi Dragons were coming, especially when the Synchro just got announced. So, this is another level 7, which, okay guys, we knew that they've been going up the ladder for all of these. So, yeah, so this comes in at 1626 level 7, and it's Tenyi Dragon Anjana. So, if you control no effect monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. This is the same standard clause that they all have, just to grant you the ability to place it onto the board. Nothing too special about that. And if you control a face-up non-effect monster, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard, and you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for Wyvern monsters. You can special summon one Tenyi monster from your deck except for Tenyi Dragon Anjana. So the big thing I like about this is if I start my turn, if I've got something on the field that meets the requirements for this, I don't have to waste my summon on this guy, or if I want to waste my summon and then use this to bring out another dragon or something like that, you know, in the pure Tenyi deck, you have the option to do so, which is pretty good. And this is supposed to be representing the third eye chakra Anjana. The whole lore on this is pretty fucking cool. I do like that about the deck, but okay, for what they're giving to Tenyi, this is just another extender, it almost feels like, for the deck. Now next up, this was really big news. This is crazy. So, we have punished every single archetype of the True Gang Listigasm. The cards that look at the opponent's extra deck. I think Zaborg the Mega Monarch is the last real good one that we have sitting in the current legal pool. Well, they are finally giving Rockets something. And this isn't what I expected, but this is a good step in the right direction to buffering this. So this is a level 4 Dark Dragon, and it's Silver O Rocket. So you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So when a Link monster effect is activated, targeting this card in the field, quick effect, you can destroy this card and then look at your opponent's extra deck, banish one of those cards. So the first thing that I really like about this is they're doing this. All right, this is what we're giving Rockets. Rockets kind of did need a turn one play, and now I can look at my opponent's extra deck, kind of see what my opponent's strategy is, and I'm able to rip out one of those cards that's going to be threatening to me. Combo decks, this is gonna suck. You know, those cheese FTK decks, this is gonna suck. Like, but you still have to be able to put multiple monsters on the field to be able to literally resolve this. So still that issue. And during the end phase of the turn, in which this card on the field was destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Rocket from your deck except for Silver Rocket Dragon. So the same. Someday we're gonna learn that we can't keep giving all of these guys these end phase effects, because like it's not going to be competitive. But this is a right step in the right direction for Rockets. I really personally like this card. I think this is fantastic, actually. Like, good job on the design of this one. Now, this is hinting at a couple of things. A few people were talking about this. Bugs are getting another Link monster. Now, I'm not really shocked that we're getting another Link monster for Bugs, but this is Seraphim Papillon, and the first thing I'm going to say is, yeah, looks like we might be sitting on another insect archetype somewhere along the way here, because this is in Chaos Impact, and this set is creeping up very soon on us. So, Link 3 with good arrows, too. Like, I'm really digging that. It's 2+ monsters with different names, which is pretty good for what I would expect coming out of this, because like you don't want to bog down insects too much, but it is a Link 3, which is already a bit of a turn-off. So you can only use the one of the first and third effects of this card's name once per turn, and only once per turn. Okay, so if this card is Link Summon, place counters on this card equal to the number of insect monsters used as material. So they do want you to use insect monsters to kind of keep this in-house. I understand, that's pretty cool. It will gain 200 attack for each counter on it, so if we put 3 monsters to make this, we're going to come in at 2,700. That's not bad. And then third effect here, quick effect. Remove 1 counter from this card, especially summon 1 level 4 lower insect monster from your graveyard in defense mode. Why is it every time I see an insect monster, it wants me to special summon from the graveyard? Like, why can't you just let me special summon from the deck? Like, this card could have very easily said special summon 1 from the deck or graveyard, and it's already level 4 lower. I have to commit to a Link 3. You could have given me, like, level 6 or lower. Like, come on, guys. Like, we need some sort of... I get this is supposed to be support for the Pablo Operative archetype, but being a little bit too restrictive here, guys. Come on. Now, some other stray things here. We have the Japanese WCQ playmats coming out here. So top 8 duelist of the event will get a rubber playmat featuring 5-headed dragon. And this is the new art for 5-headed dragon. And man, oh man, it actually looks good. General participants are going to get a rubber playmat of the starter deck Sign It spell card, which this is actually just kind of cute. I like this. This is nice and wholesome. Like, but this is really good. I really like how they're really pushing 5-headed dragon this year. You almost thought that they would have remade it to make it a little bit better, but I mean, it is what it is. And last but not least here, the Jump Victory Carnival is coming up here. So what's coming up here? So, official card game 20th edition God storage box. Man, that actually looks really cool. Official game mat featuring Legendary Duelist. Man, that looks good. I like that. Alright, that's cool. We're also going to have 20th edition secret case. And it looks like a 9-pocket binder available for players as well, which is pretty interesting. But this is dual field. If anybody gets one of these, you know, come hook it up. I'd play the shit out of this. I love OG Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So, that's all I got for this video. The new Tenyi looks pretty interesting. The new Pablo Operative Link monster, whatever it's signaling, is pretty interesting. I'm not a super big fan of the other Tenyi Dragon, but I'm just not a Tenyi fan. You Rocket players out there, you guys got rewarded for really no reason, and it's kind of shocking, like, how much they're trying to push these archetypes and stuff. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think about these fun, new, interesting stuff. Rockets being able to rip from the extra deck, though. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe there's going to be more to come. Alright guys, that's all I got for this video. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.